When I start shooting, all y'all gonna clear out.
Everyone's really invested into Tifa, Kirikazama, and Baki, but what I always say is, why not do an anime character? You look at Mortal Kombat, they got Homelander, Omni-Man. I am so salty they got both of them. I sit back and think, how can we compete with them? You know, for me, it's all about competition. I want Tekken 8 to win. I feel like an anime character can do that. You pull out a Goku, you pull out a Naruto, a Bleach, and there's no way those games will be able to compete with that. And if you think about it, Bandai Namco is really one of the only companies who can do that. For those of you who don't know, Bandai Namco owns the video game rights to several animes, most notably Dragon Ball Z, and it has been this way since about 2009. No other company can put Goku in their game besides Bandai Namco, so it's a no-brainer for them to put him into Tekken 8. In the past, Bandai Namco, they also made Naruto games. In one of those games, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, a guest character was Lars Alexander. His rage art in Tekken 8 references that game. They both turn into lightning and zip around. It's a reference. Now for Bleach, what we're going to be talking about today, even though there isn't a game that I could discover that was made by Bandai Namco that's worth mentioning, there is still a group of players who are sitting around anticipating Bandai Namco making the next Bleach game. A post from 10 months ago, a meme with over 1,300 upvotes, is people saying, Bandai Namco, Bleach game win. They're the only ones who can do this, and it just blows my mind that they haven't, that they aren't. Tekken 8 is so massive, so successful, its footprint is larger. Harada talked about in the past how Bandai Namco is such a bigger company and they could really throw around their weight if they wanted to. And I think now's the time. Really make that impact with Tekken 8. Do things that no other game can. Don't let Mortal Kombat be the only one who has sick guest characters. Bring the heat is what I say. Now, the reason why I'm so excited and I'm so fired up is because we have this tweet here from, it was sent to Bandai Namco. Someone found within one of the latest Bleach mangas a Tekken reference. You have this scene here where Ichigo is like body slamming some kid, and then the other character walks away and says, well, I'll be on my way. Ichigo says, right, I'll see you again at lunch. The other character stops, turns around and says, wait a minute, did you bring Tekken? The next one is coming out soon, and I need that one back already. Ichigo says, I brought it. Now, this is just a really cool reference inside of a legendary manga. Tekken is canon within the Bleach world. This got a lot of people excited, especially once Harada responded to it. He says, is this famous outside of Japan? And that's responding to the person who's saying, we need this in Tekken 8. Now, of course it's famous outside of Japan. Someone responds and says, Bleach is super popular all around the world. Harada says, of course it is. It's my favorite manga. Favorite manga? There was people on Twitter who was celebrating this. Harada said his favorite manga was Bleach. That's going to live in history. You also had some people who just started to look at Bleach and look at Tekken and notice some similarities. One, you have Claudia, who's kind of like a Quincy, and then two, Lars and Alyssa, they have some similarities to Bleach characters as well. But also responding to the whole topic of, is Bleach a popular anime? It's Viz Media. This is the company, for those of you who don't know, who owns Bleach. We'd say very famous, where it's debated to be one of the most influential anime and manga series. I would like to add ever at the end of that. That's just how powerful they are. And I just wish they do this, bro. I think Ichigo is not only a legendary character with a huge name, but his fighting style, his moveset can fit perfectly into Tekken 8. In Tekken 8, they have the ability to activate heat. For Ichigo, that can be his hollow. You have his hollow mask come on, you have him pull out the sword, he looks really cool. His Bunkai, that's a rage art, bro. It all fits so perfectly, so natural, and once again, I must emphasize, Bandai Namco is the only company on the planet who could do this. I just know whatever they reveal at Evo Vegas is going to be massive. In my opinion, I thought they would save Eddie for there because it's the biggest gaming tournament on the planet. But if they're doing Eddie at the start, who knows what they do at Evo Japan. But I would imagine, just considering how successful it was for them in Tekken 7, that characters and guest characters is something they're going to want to go all out on. And I hope Naruto, Bleach, or Dragon Ball Z can be one of them.